Good afternoon, guys. Not a whole heck of a lot of pickups over the last 2 weeks because I finally went ahead and picked up this guy, the Xbox One. And I've played it for, I don't know, I guess about a week now. Playing Dead Rising right now. Just downloaded the free Killer Instinct. A couple other games that are free right now with the games for gold. Anyway, it's fun. I like it. I'm glad that I have it, and I got it for a pretty good deal too, guys. Traded in some games, and it didn't come with the box. It's secondhand, but you know, everything works fine. It's the 500 gig. Anyway, comparing the two of them, like, I want to say, like, I loved the Xbox 360 more so than my PS3, but this time around, it's definitely PS4. In my opinion, is better than the Xbox One. And you know, it's up to debate. It's obviously just my opinion, but just how long it takes to download stuff, and every game that you insert has to be installed on the Xbox One. Just takes forever. PS4 is a lot quicker. You can put it in and start playing. I know for the Xbox One, like, when it starts to install, you can play. But a perfect example, Dead Rising 3, I had to wait like a day and a half for it to download because I got stuck in Chapter 0 just because it wasn't completely installed. So again, like, I'm happy to have it. I'm gonna play games on it, but I'm probably only gonna play the exclusives on it. And I already put on, that's, you know, Xbox. It always looks cool, their controllers. I already put the mic part on it. But anyway, that was like a big purchase in the last 2 weeks. Got a great deal. I paid less than 300 bucks for it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. So I have to start off right away saying I shit the bed. I thought that I clicked the right button on my spy camera glasses. It turns out I forgot to hold down the button twice. I haven't used them in a couple of weeks, and I thought it was still set to camera. So what I thought was 2 hours worth of Flea Market game hunting. I had 2 pictures of my leg and my shoe when I thought I was turning the camera on and when I thought I was turning it off. Silly mistake. Saw a lot of great things there, guys, like Earthbound's, Bubble 2. The guy knew what he had. He was charging for it. He was one of the inside shops, but still just cool to see, especially like the box was in really great condition. Really cool finds, just different stuff like Link shield, the sword. I saw a keyblade. There was like a metalworking little shop. And anyway, hopefully we're going to go back in 2 or 3 weeks, and even if I have to take out my phone, I'm going to get the footage for you guys. It's like, I feel bad. As like, I had so much good stuff that I want to show you guys. I'll show you what I did pick up. Not as cool as the stuff that I saw, because that's the one thing, like, the thing that I heard a lot today was eBay. eBay. I see it on eBay. It's on eBay. Everyone's checking their phones how much it's worth on eBay. Some of these people, I want to tell, you know, like, you're at the friggin' flea market. It's not what it's going on eBay when it's brand new and it's guaranteed. It's like, some of this stuff is so weather worn. And I saw one Legend of Zelda for N64, the cart, where like it was weather worn, it was all scratched off. You could barely tell it was Zelda, except for my keen eagle eye. I knew what it was, and they knew what it was because it was theirs as a child. They still wanted $50 for it. It was ridiculous. Again, footage I thought that I had. Anyway, let's get this episode started, guys, and I'll show you all the goodies I picked up. Sorry again, I thought there'd be good footage. So, I'll show you the stuff that I got from the flea market. You guys already saw the Xbox One, which was really cool. That was a great pickup. I'm glad it's in the collection. Again, I think the PS4 is more user-friendly and it's faster to play games on. I wouldn't say it's my internet connection, because when I try and download something on PS4, it takes a quarter of the time, if that, to the Xbox One counterpart. Anyway, so the stuff that I picked up from the flea market this week. First is a big Godzilla. It's got a red back instead of green. The guy, again, he was one of those, oh, it's like they're really collectible right now, and with the movie doing so well, he was trying to, like, talk it up, like how it was so valuable. And he was even showing me, like, some of these go for about $30 on eBay, but a lot of them have like a box stand that it comes with. So I talked the guy down to I think a little less than half of that, but I won't fully come out and see what the price was, just because my brother's birthday is next week, and my brother's been into Godzilla since he was really young, so this is going to be a birthday present for Jordan. Jordan, if you're watching, you know already. That's Godzilla. Then right next to them was an older couple. I don't know if it was their kids' stuff or their grandchildren's stuff, or maybe they're just, you know, like storage hunters. I got Kirby to ask them about this one because Kirby's got a nice face and she usually gets deals from guys. Women are terrible to her. You can ask her about that. So I picked up this giant Incredible Hulk, only $5. Really cool. Again, articulated, turns at the elbows, at the knees, even his feet turn. I have a smaller version of him, about, you know, less than half the size of him. But this is really cool. I'm going to clean him up. He's a little dirty. You know, just those alcoholic disinfectant wipes. I'm going to clean down the Godzilla too. Two really cool, huge characters. Hulk smash! Next pickup was, and I was happy to actually find more boxed N64 game, boxed anything right now. I'm starting to see a little bit more of them at the flea market, and people generally hike up the price, even if the box is in bad condition, even if there's no manual, if like that little cardboard coffin that holds the game securely isn't with it. If the box is there with it, they double the price. Luckily, I'll show you both of them. I got GoldenEye N64 box complete, got everything in there. Box is not a 100, but it's still pretty good for how old it is. And then this box too is a little beat up, but I picked up Mischief Makers. And if you remember, maybe a month before Christmas, I picked up a loose cart, so that'll be up for trade or trade-in value somewhere. Again, this box is a little more damaged, but it's also complete. You got all the good stuff in there, the book and the game. So he was asking, I think it was 15 each for the two of them. Spoke French, but I have enough French to get by, and I asked him if he would take 2 for 25, and, you know, like, he didn't really care, like, the stuff he was selling. He was just trying to make a buck, so he said yes right away. So I picked up both of those for $25. For $5, I picked up Bugs Bunny and, I'm not used to using this camera, Crazy Castle. $5. The label's got a little bit of, it looks like liquid damage, you know, like where it gets wet then dries, it slightly bubbles up. Don't have it, so it's going to go into the NES collection. You can see behind me, the NES collection keeps getting bigger. It's going down there too. I think I'm over 400 for the NES. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe one day we'll do a NES collection. Also for $5, the guy had a stack of these. I don't know if it fell off the back of a truck or what, but it is a Action Replay Power Saver, works for the 3DS. This one's a little different. I think it might be newer. It says that it works with the 2DS. He had a whole bunch of these lying around, said $5 each. I grabbed one. Might go into the prize box. I might hang on to this, who knows. And last, for $3, I picked up, this was the official guide from Nintendo Power for the new Super Mario Bros. For the DS. It's got everything in there except for the back pull-out poster, which is generally the case. And he just, you know, he had a bunch of toys, a bunch of games. He seemed like a dad that just said, you know what, Sunday I'm going to go take a spot at the flea market and sell some stuff. Spoke really good English too, nice guy. Not to say that French-speaking people aren't nice, it's just so much easier to converse in English at the flea market. So those are my flea market pickups, guys, but I do have some thrift shop pickups that I'll show you in a second. So from the New Beginning and that mom and pop thrift store that I always tell you about, though, you know, the one where the bridge has been, you know, being rebuilt for over a year now. The combination of the two, these are the pickups. The first one is a Canon PowerShot. Let me open this guy up. Now, I know, like, people don't really use cameras anymore because they have cameras on their phone, but still, I got this for $15. It's, you know, you gotta put batteries in it, so I was never really a fan of those cameras, but for $15 this could be a gift. I could use this for extra recording. It could be done with, I could use it for anything. And PowerShot Canon seems like a good brand name for a camera. Next, this got thrown into the pile. I forgot to show you guys. I picked this up from Walmart for $2.50. I picked this up like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it just like fell by the wayside of my pickups. It's Nintendo 3DS styluses in the form of lightsabers. I thought that was pretty cool, and for under $3 I picked them up. So that's less than $1 each for a lightsaber stylus. For 50 cents each, I grabbed a couple of CDs. Godsmack, all CDs that I had before, and I guess I just lost or, you know, like burnt the CDs and gave them to somebody. No Doubt, Tragic Kingdom, and then this one's a newer one. Not a huge wrestling fan anymore. When I was younger, I was really into it, but even these guys, I couldn't name everyone that's on the CD, but this is WWE Voices, All New Theme Music, Volume 9. I think I might have Volume 1 or 2 somewhere around with like Ken Shamrock and them on it. That might be around the time that I stopped watching wrestling. From the thrift store in my town, I picked up, and these were loose, again, I just picked up like dollar store cases and printed out covers for them on the Cover Art Project, or I think it's called coverartproject.com. So Iron Man on the Wii, and Acme Arsenal also on the Wii. Picked those up for $1 each, and you know, it was like maybe $1 to make the cases. A pickup from 2-3 weeks ago, I showed you guys before, but I did the same thing with the Mario Golf, the Toadstool Tour. I just did the, you know, picked up a cheap box, put it in there, printed out a label for it, so it looks better on the shelf. For $2, I think this one was. Finally picked up Inception on the Blu-ray. Haven't seen it, but I know a lot about the story just from people talking about how great it is. Kirby and I will watch this, and I'll let you know what I thought about it. This one I also picked up. I saw this in Walmart, and I wanted to get it, but it was $20, and I said I got burnt on, you know, straight to DVD horror movies before. It's a found footage movie, and you know, like, you can take it or leave it, found footage movies, but this one is really good. This one's called As Above, So Below. It's about it starts off about a girl. She's an archaeologist, and she's looking for the Philosopher's Stone. You know, like, not to be confused with the Harry Potter stuff, but she's looking for the Philosopher's Stone, and she goes all over the world looking for clues, and then she meets up with a guy that's doing a documentary about the Philosopher's Stone. So basically they have to go through the catacombs of Paris, and this is a really good movie. Like, I didn't, you know, like, expect greatness, but this is my recommendation of the week. It's a really, really good movie. If you can find it somewhere, pick it up, especially if you can find it cheap. As Above, So Below. And the last thing I picked up, another Wii game. This one actually had the case with it. Also for $1, Titanic Hidden Mysteries. I'm not sure if it was a series for the Wii, if it's an educational game. Looks to be point and click. I'll put it in just to see what it's like, but don't expect me to be saying, oh, I just beat Titanic on the Wii, it's the greatest game ever. Ah. So that's going to do it, guys, for another episode. Hopefully a shorter episode, so I'm not boring you to death. Like I said, not a huge amount of pickups, just because, you know, the Xbox One still was over $200. All the flea market footage, guys, again, I'm sorry. Next time I go back, I'll guarantee that I get good footage to share with you guys. So until then, guys, you know, do the whole like, comment, subscribe thing if you want. Instagram and Twitter, and thanks again, guys, to everyone that has been checking out my Instagram and Twitter ever since I started announcing them on the episodes. I've jumped from like 50 to over 200 on both of them, so thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend or week whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you next time.